Imagine the mighty empires of history, their rise to power, their grand exploits, and eventually, their decline. Today, some argue that the United States may be following a similar trajectory. But what is driving this perceived decline? And how can it be addressed? Let's delve into a neoliberal analysis of the American empire and explore a proposed solution. At the heart of this discussion lies a critical question. Is the United States experiencing a decline in its global stature? To understand this, let's examine several key indicators. First, consider the military engagements of the United States over the past few decades. From Vietnam to Iraq and Afghanistan, the U.S. has faced challenges in achieving decisive victories. These conflicts have drained resources and exposed vulnerabilities, while rivals like Russia and China have steadily risen. Geopolitically, the emergence of BRICS, a group of major emerging economies, including Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, presents another challenge. This coalition now accounts for a significant portion of global GDP, signaling a shift in economic power away from the traditional dominance of the G7 nations. The trend of de-dollarization further exacerbates concerns as countries increasingly move away from the US dollar, weakening America's economic influence. Another pressing concern is the US economic model itself. Over recent decades, there has been a notable shift from productive industry to financial speculation. This process, known as financialization, prioritizes quick profits from stock buybacks and speculative investments over long-term industrial growth and innovation. As a result, wages stagnate, inequality widens, and the national debt balloons to staggering heights. Trade policies and competitiveness also warrant attention. Protectionist measures, such as tariffs, aimed at preserving domestic industries often backfire, making American goods less competitive on the global stage. In contrast, countries like China are excelling in sectors such as electric vehicle manufacturing, overtaking American counterparts through genuine innovation rather than relying on subsidies. So, what underpins these trends? Many analysts point to neoliberal policies characterized by deregulation, privatization, and the prioritization of corporate interests over public welfare as the root cause. This approach has led to a concentration of wealth and power, with policies often serving elite interests rather than the broader population. Yet, there is hope. A proposed solution, known as the Moral Algorithm Accountability Act, aims to reverse these neoliberal trends. This act envisions a systematic review of legislation to ensure policies genuinely serve the common good. By establishing a Moral Algorithm Review Board, it seeks to dismantle the corporate lobbying power structure, enforce economic accountability, and redefine economic priorities. The moral algorithm is defined by John Adams with the quote, "Government is instituted for the common good, for the protection, safety, prosperity, and happiness of the people, and not for the profit, honor, or private interest of any one man, family, or class of men, and to reform, alter, or totally change the same when their protection, safety, prosperity, and happiness require it." If implemented, the expected outcomes are transformative. Workers could regain collective bargaining power, leading to increased wages and reduced economic inequality. Revitalized manufacturing and technological industries would bolster national self-sufficiency. A reduction in military expenditures could lower the national debt, freeing resources for much-needed public investment. In conclusion, while the challenges facing the United States are significant, they are not insurmountable. By critically examining the causes of its current trajectory and embracing policies that prioritize the common good, there remains a pathway to renewal and prosperity. As history shows, the fate of any empire is not preordained. For the United States, the choice of charting a new course rests in its own hands.